Lidl pregătește surprizele din cooking show-ul tău preferat.
I'm Thomas Harold Watson, I'm 23 years of age and I'm from Luton, which is just north of London. Tonight I'm going to cook a traditional English meal. Fish and chips with mushy peas and tartar sauce on the side. That's probably the most traditional English meal I could think of. So that's going... That's hot. Right, probably not the best idea to touch a pan, see if it's hot. Right, next. So in England we have many different cooking shows which I've never actually been or applied for. So I'm just an amateur cook. I've never done it for a living, anything like that. Me and my friends all watch Gordon Ramsay or Jamie Oliver. The Romanians are watching this show, and I was like, what is this you're watching? And they said it's this chef knife game thing. I was like, what? Okay. So I was watching it, and they had an English man on it before. If he can do it, and he's English, not speaking Romanian, I reckon I could do it too. And then next thing I knew, here I am. So yeah, for a living, I'm a salesman. So I travel store to store, training up different staff or selling different products. So every day is different, which is nice. Luckily for me, I don't actually earn that much money. I was working to live, and I thought I don't want to do this anymore. So I got rid of the flat. I moved back to my dad's house, and now I find I have an extra £1,000 in my pocket every month. So with that money, it allows for me to travel. I like going camping, so whenever we go, we'll take tents, and it just makes life a lot easier. So it's very cheap to travel. So I don't go out, I don't go buying fancy brand this, fancy brand that, or whatever. I buy cheap T-shirts and I wear them for 10 years, I don't care. It's like people go, oh, you wear the same shirt. No, I'm not wearing the same shirt, I just have 10 of the same shirt. So I love travelling. Luckily, I've got a girlfriend and a baby. So my baby's just turned 2 and she's been to 20 countries. So yeah, more than most people have been to in a lifetime, which is quite funny. When I told my family that I was coming to Romania, and my friends too, they were thinking, what? And then when I told them to go on a cooking show, they were really surprised. They were like, hang on a minute, you don't speak Romanian. I said, exactly. So yeah, but this is the kind of stuff that happens to me. Wow. Jesus. Told you I was crazy. I love to cook, but I love to eat even more. So this is the problem. I start off with this much food when I start cooking, and I serve up about this much. But yeah, I love all food. So I eat literally anything. I've tried kangaroo, I've tried squirrel, I've tried rabbit, I've tried goat, I've tried llama, alpaca. I've tried so many different types of food. So when my girlfriend was pregnant, they thought all these different meats, maybe you get different proteins or something, and the baby will absorb the nutrients and become like super baby. So yeah. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, ignore the fish, but... Oh, that's a bit too far. Yeah, I don't think it's bad at all. I want to be the first foreigner ever to win the show.
Papa! Băi, de ce sunt șervețele pe...
Nu cred că sunt șervețele, e altceva.
Naproane. Băi, port ochelari. E ceva acolo.
E șervet, mă.
Sunt scrisori, mă. Scrisori.
Dar e ceva de mâncare.
Băi, sunt scrisori, mă.
Hai, mă, să vedem ce e aici. 2019.
Fish and chips pe ziar, mă. Fish and chips pe ziar.
What the f***?
De ce n-a avut ziare?
I'm hoping they're laughing because it is so good.
OMG!
N-am mai avut pe ziar. S-a terminat ziarul.
Fish and chips pe ziar. Ia, veniți bun pe ce.
Best fish ever, chef de la cuisine,
Mamă, îți dai seama cât i-a luat să scrie toate astea?
Christmas.
Bă, ce scrieți, bă, voi acolo?
Nu știu, bă, stai așa să mă ochelari.
Ce scrie pe astea?
Top scan. Stai că mi-a rămas
Bă, ce e asta, bă?
Dracula strikes again.
Thomas Watson, 23, the winner of Șef la Cuțite.
Yes!
Free message, looking for love, feeling lonely. Ia uite, Cătăline, matrimonial, ești nebun.
Hai, mă, să-l cunoaștem.
Da, mai am gustat și din fish and chips. Da.
Putem să și votăm?
Well, they like the newspaper. Hopefully they like the fish and chips and the mushy peas and tartar.
Băi, comestibil nu este. Adică e plin de ulei, uleios, e nasol, rău de tot. Dar uite, eu îi dau un cuțit pentru simțul umorului.
Come on. 3 golden no's.
Salut!
Hello, nice to meet you all.
Hi, who are you?
I am Thomas Harold Watson. You already know that though.
You are?
I am, the one and only.
What is that? Is the story of?
Okay, so first of all, I made a traditional English fish and chips. Traditionally, you get it. Okay. I know it tasted a bit funny. It's because I used the clownfish.
Ce-i cu ăsta, mă? De ce nu se laudă?
I forgot the newspaper on the plane, so yeah, I had to do the next best thing and improvise.
You come with a plane specially to see us.
I come especially from England just to cook this for you free.
And what are you doing here?
Well, I love travelling, so I've travelled most of Europe. I've been to 30 countries in the last maybe 7-8 months, and I really just love experiencing new cultures. And
What do you work to have the amount of money to go visiting?
I'm a salesman, but I also do training, stuff like this. So when I am travelling, I do it very cheap. So I do not go to hotels. So
Where do you sleep?
Go camping, so either in a tent or in the back of the car. So I have a state car, I put down the seats, put down lots of duvets. It's more comfy than my bed, I bloody love it.
Bloody love it.
And I jump in the back. So you're driving along, you don't even have to get dressed and leave the house. It's perfect. You drive along in your pants, you don't have to wash up either. So you drive around in sandals and pants, and then, yeah, when you want to go to sleep, all you got to do, turn the engine off, in the back. Don't even open the door, stays nice and warm.
Who are your parents? Watson, who are you? Who are your parents?
Okay, so back in 1995, probably January, February, my dad and my mum went on a camping trip together when they were still early days. And then, yeah, I was made 9 months later. Oh, so you mean from that? Okay, so yeah, my dad, he has a funny job. He is a sperm donor.
What?
He is a sperm donor.
This is his job.
His job is sperm donor. He is full-time.
How many times per day?
I don't want to know.
No, he's a professional wanker.
He's a professional wanker. Biggest wanker in the world, probably.
How many brothers you have?
He's been doing it this year 20 years and he does it full time. We do not have a clue, but thousands, we do not know. It's just too hard to count. And a lot of them pretend, yeah, it's crazy. But it's just going up all the time. And it's not just in England, it is everywhere. They fly him out to America, Nepal, and
They fly him.
they pay for him to go out to places. He's always traveling the world. Well, not for most people, but yeah, I guess someone's got to do it. And that's it. People lead by example. So they always say first impressions count. And obviously I'm the first one, so that is it. They see one look at me and every girl wants his baby.
Bloody hell, my friend.
A little while ago, so one of the stories one of you guys were reading, it said, Scandal, Thomas Watson, Southend Pier.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was a funny story actually. The closest beach to London is probably Southend.
Okay.
And there's a famous, I think it's called a pleasure pier. And I went last summer with my partner and my baby. We were walking along it and there was a fire. I was like, oh my God, there's a fire on the pier. And it's all made out of wood. So I was like, so I just thought, okay. And I weed on it. Obviously, first time it's on a pier, it's very windy. I had to kind of go round too. I got on my knees and yeah. And then maybe 2-3 days later, it was all over the newspapers. Massive article. It was like one of the top stories for BBC News. It was like, Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, it's on their website and everything. Type in Thomas Watson, Southend, and it will come up straight away all over your phone.
So the news actually is real.
It's real. And also the other story about me winning the show, that is also going to be real.
You wish. This was come from the future.
Man, okay, it's real.
But yeah,
and actually, it's your photo here. Yeah.
And everyone was calling me a hero. It was all over the telly. People seeing me going, "Oh my God, you're that guy." It was like so stupid but funny. And I think it's nice because normally when you see the news, it's very negative and
okay.
Whereas
Thomas.
this, it made people smile.
Thomas, for how long you been in Romania?
One day, and I'm staying for tomorrow. So I go to Transylvania tomorrow and Bran Castle So I'm really excited.
Castle.
Yeah.
Be careful,
You
Dracula
don't meet the
exists.
Dracula, my friend.
That's what I'm scared of. I thought when I got the invite originally, maybe it was a bunch of vampires coming to get my blood.
Take some garlic with you.
Garlic, good idea.
Ok, Thomas Watson.
Dacă ai abonament la Antena Play, ai ingredientul perfect pentru o zi perfectă. Fii gata să vezi emisiunile tale preferate în ediții integrale, oriunde și oricând pe Antena Play.